Alright, what's going on, guys? So, for those of you that don't know, this upcoming Friday, June 5th, is National Donut Day. Now, if you're on a strict cut or just your diet won't allow you to go out and pig out on some donuts, which I think everyone should, but I'm going to show you a quick and easy recipe for some protein donuts. Each donut is under 100 calories and the whole batch makes 6 servings. Alright guys, so before we get into it, I'm just going to run through all of the things that you need. So if you have to, you can pause the video, run to the store, and get some ingredients. So the first thing that we're going to need is some kind of protein powder. Ideally, whatever flavor you want to do, you would have that flavor protein. I'm doing chocolate, but using vanilla protein powder because it's all that I have. So this is just some Bare Performance Nutrition whey protein. It works the best if it has casein in it, just because it bakes fluffier and it's not as dry. But we're going to use 1 scoop of this, and then we're going to use 10 grams of oat flour. Now, these are obviously old-fashioned oats, so you're going to need to get a blender and blend up 10 grams of it. It's just an extra step, but I think it's cheaper to buy the oats rather than buying specifically oat flour and then oats on top of that. The other thing that you're going to need is 25 grams of some cacao, unsweetened Hershey's chocolate powder. You're going to need 10 grams of fat-free, sugar-free Jello pudding mix. So this is chocolate and of course unsweetened chocolate here, so it's going to be plenty chocolatey even though I'm using vanilla protein powder. Next thing you're going to need is half a tablespoon of Splenda. I don't like going overboard with Splenda, especially when there's other things in the recipe that make it sweet. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda, because that would absolutely destroy it. And then the last thing is 1/4 to 1/2 cup of your choice of milk. I'm using almond milk. You can use cashew milk, coconut milk. You can use real milk or cow's milk, but it'll add a ton of calories and fat and all that nasty stuff. So from there, what you're going to need is, for the utensils, is we're going to be baking in an oven, so you're going to need a nice little donut pan. You can get these at Walmart or on Amazon, however much or wherever, for like 15 bucks or whatever. A food scale so that you can actually weigh everything out instead of eyeballing it. You're going to need a mixing bowl and just something to mix it with. You don't need a machine mixer. You can use it. But with these, I think it's better to use a hand mixer. And then the last thing that you're going to need, that's actually not up there. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. It's just some spray oil. And so here I've got just some coconut oil. So we're going to spray the pan before we put it in there so that it doesn't stick. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do is add all of our ingredients into a mixing bowl and mix. So I've got the oat flour here. Got like a whole hodgepodge of ingredients here, all the powders and mixes and stuff. Protein powder right there, so it's 38 grams. Obviously a scoop is going to be different for every type of protein, but 38 grams is what we're working with. And then I did 1/3 cup of milk. I'm going to mix it. Alright, so we've got it mixed. Next thing that we're going to do is spray the pan and put it in there. It never looks like a lot, but because the donut pan is not really, it's kind of shallow, you're not going to end up with the big fluffy donuts that you would get at like Krispy Kreme, but they're gonna bake up and rise because of the baking powder. So let's go ahead and try this. Very chocolatey, very good. Okay guys, so while we wait, we're gonna make a vanilla frosting. All you need is, again, some protein powder and then some water. And it can be, based on the amount of water you use, it can be anything from like a creamy paste. Just don't use so much that it's a shake. So about 1 scoop, and you want to get kind of a bowl, plate, small plate. And basically the idea is once the donuts are out and cool enough to grab, that we'll take them out and just turn them in like that. So let me do this. So if it will focus, yeah, it looks kind of like gross baby food. But, so that's a little bit more liquidy than I like it. So I'm gonna take maybe a 1/4 to 1/3 of a scoop, mix that in, see if that solves it. Okay guys, so the next thing that we're gonna do is go ahead and set the oven at 350. Now, my oven was already being made for breakfast, or pardon, for dinner. So it was already a little warm. As you can see, we're already at 290, so this isn't gonna take very long at all. Okay guys, so before we put our mix in there, now it was sitting in the fridge because I had some stuff to do today. Like I said earlier, it does not look like a lot, but trust me, it works. So before we start putting this in, what we're gonna do is take some spray oil and spray down our pan. Just so they're super easy to get out. And now we're gonna go ahead and start putting them in. Okay guys, so we've got our donuts, miscalculated a little bit. Thought it was gonna make 6, it actually only makes 4. But you can just adjust the amount of the recipe to make a little bit more and to make them a little bit bigger. So now we're gonna put these in the oven. Okay guys, so those are gonna be going for about 8 to 10 minutes. Make sure you check on them around that 8-minute mark. And yeah, so see you in 8 minutes. Okay guys, so if I can get the lighting properly, this is kind of what it looks like. It looks a little yellower on camera than it actually is, but let's go ahead and try a little bit. That's pretty good. Okay, we got a few minutes left on the donuts, and we'll get this all pretty. Oh yeah, that's a big one right there. So we're gonna let these cool off and then add some frosting to them and do a taste test. All right guys, so we have our donuts out. Like I said, this one is looking a little small, but the other ones are looking pretty good. So what we're gonna do now is we'll do this one, take one of these bad boys and just twirl it around like that. A little bit more. Yeah, this is a little thicker than I wanted it to be. And it'll look kind of like that. So you can add whatever you want to this. You can add chocolate chips, sprinkles, whatever you want, really. All right guys, so we have quite a bit left. So what you can probably do is just use half of a scoop of protein or 3/4 of a scoop of protein. So what we're looking at for a donut with this frosting on it is 66 calories per donut, 8 carbs, 2 grams of fat, 7.5 grams of protein. Now, a serving of the frosting will add about 22 calories, 1 gram of carbs, 1 gram of fat, and 4 grams of protein. So you're sticking at around 90 calories, and I'll put the total for everything down in the description. But let's do a taste test. Let's see, I'm taking the biggest one for myself. So they're like super rich chocolatey cake donuts. They're pretty good. I'm actually gonna spoon some of this on here because this frosting is just so good. Hey Zoe, nope, you can't have this. Dad, you want to try it?
Zoe, you bet.
I got you on film here.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool.
Zoe, come here.
That's pretty good.
It's like a chocolate cake donut, isn't it?
It is. It's a very nice chocolate cake.
Oh, don't let Zoe get it.
What's the frosting?
Just vanilla.
Very nice.
Very good. Awesome. Got the seal of approval. Like I said, all the information, all the caloric information is going to be down there. If you want to see more kind of recipe videos like this, drop the video a like, leave a comment down below what kind of high protein, low calorie snacks or meals that you want to see. Make sure to subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you guys later.